Hello, I'm Carla Keibler, and I'm so glad to be here with you. Got a question for you. Have you ever trusted the wrong person? Have you thought someone was going to be good for you or to you and found out about that person that they were not? Could be a boyfriend or a husband or a boss. I had a boss before that thought she had fooled everyone with a big smile in her appearance, but in reality, she wasn't fooling anyone. I know she was using me for a certain person connection that I had that could end up being beneficial for her. When I would go to talk to her about things, she didn't have the time to be able to spare, to be able to talk about things, to help in things. And so, but when she needed something, I was her best friend. And there was a time when she was going to retire, and she was talking about how she was going to be gone at the end of a certain month, at the end of the year. And I started praying to God. I'm like, God, I've had this manager, and she has not really wanted to even listen to me or talk about anything, no matter how big or how small it was. And so I'm like, God, I would like to have a good manager the next time to replace this one and to the way that you would have them to be. And I started naming character attributes about them and how I thought would be great for the office, because I worked for an office that had 8 doctors in it, and we had a lot of people, nurses and everything, front desk, checkout, all that stuff that goes with that. So there's a lot of people in the office, and we needed someone that was going to be great and fair, and that was going to be someone that we could depend on to have our backs. And even though she was not the one that wanted to have her back, she thought she had everybody fooled, but she didn't. We still seen the actions and behaviors that came from her attitudes with certain people, that she may not have cared for or she cared about. It depends on who you were in the office. And so there's a time, that I wanted to talk to her because in the office, I worked right in front of the patient restroom. And the smells and everything that would come from that from the patients would like smack me totally in the face with the smells that came from it. And so we joked around with the coworkers, and they're all like, "Yeah, you need hazard pay for this, because you're right in a bad spot." And it's like nothing I could do about it. It was just right there. And also, there's other things that I wanted to talk to her about, and it doesn't matter what it was. There was another time there was a desk, that I was wanting to get away from that area, and there was another desk just 2 things over that had nobody there. Total functionable work desk that nobody was at. Very easy to be able to go to that area to switch over to it. But she said no, for no reason whatsoever. She just would not listen to the benefits of what it would to help me to get over there. Not only just the restroom, but I could see, the people that was in the waiting room to make sure that they were safe. That if somebody was like, got dizzy, fall, I would not be able to see them from the area I was at before. And that would be another reason why I really wanted to move to the other desk. And also, I was the first one to open up the office. I was the first person to come to work to open it up and get everything going, get the patients all ready to go, and then, the other ones would start coming in and it would flow from there. But for some reason, I was not able to get a key. So she gave other people the key, but I was not able to have a key, even though I was first to get there. And so I had to walk all the way around to the long way, go all the way down different hallways and all the way to a whole different building, to the hospital, in order to get to another door in the back to where I was able to get in. Makes a lot of sense, right? But again, she did not want to listen to and not talk. And so there was just so many little simple things that could have made a difference in my day, just the routine, just the functionality of it. It made total sense to be able to move. And for some reason, she just would not let me do it. It didn't matter what it was, what the reasons were. And so when she said she was going to retire, I'm like, Lord God, we need a manager in here that's going to help not only me in the things that I need done, but also just in general to be fair in the office and to be able to just have the time to speak to whoever needs it at whatever time, because that's going to impact their day. And there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong, or just need, or just stress, or whatever it is. You need someone to talk to. And so you should be available as a manager. And so all the attributes that I listed to God, they all, this new manager was amazing. I had all the attributes that I had prayed for, and the first thing I was able to do was move my desk. It's crazy, as simple as that. All I had to do was move my desk, move the stuff over to the other place, total functionable. I was able to see the patients and make sure they was safe and secure. Then I had the smell for the hazard part of my job. And also, it's funny because the manager did not want to give me a key, but the new manager says, I'm going to get the key from her and I will give you her key. And so I was able to have what she tried to withhold from me, all this time just to be annoying, whatever reason. And I was able to have her key and I was able to just walk in and I did not have to go through the long pathway of getting into the office so I could start working. And so just those little small things that makes a huge difference in the daily life because you want to have an impact on others. It can be big or small, whatever it is. But the two managers that I have for displaying into my work day, it made a huge difference in how my work flowed. And I was able to have that to my mind of how I wanted to be treated. And so now that I have someone working for me, I am able to treat them as how I wanted to be treated. And they are so grateful and they tell me many times how grateful they are for the way that I treat them. Because if I want to be treated with respect and with love and with value, then guess what? I need to treat others that way as well. And I do. And I want to make sure that I am being a godly reflection in everything that I do. And because of not really, it's a lot of that manager had an impact on me, one in a negative way and one in a positive way. And so that helped me to know that that difference makes a difference on the person that is working for you because they will value you and they will give you more work time than what you would if you just totally don't want to talk to you, just only when I need you, and that's it. But it does make a big difference on how you treat others. And by doing that, when it helps you to really be more fulfilled because you know that you are able to treat someone else with value and the respect that they deserve and with the understanding of the day-to-day process of what they go through. So it helped me to be able to be the boss, the manager, the founder of the company that I want to build on my foundation so I can have the people that works for me to be thankful that they work for me and not dread coming in every day and knowing like, okay, she's got time to talk to me. If I don't understand something, she's willing to listen to me. And that's how I want others to be, treated, and that's how I want to be treated. And you want to treat yourself the same way. You want to have the value because you see the value within yourself. You don't have to devalue someone else. And so that is something that you need to remember, as I always try to remember myself, is to treat others the way I want to be treated. And so that makes your day a lot smoother. There's complications that can come up, but guess what? Together, the team, you can handle it. And it shows that, they're willing to help you because you show value to them. And showing value to yourself enables you to be able to know that you don't have to devalue someone else in order to feel valued yourself. So remember that, treat others as you want to be treated, and I will talk to you soon.